Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and today we are going to look at some leaks. And I don't know how we got these leaks already. Actually, no, it's been happening, you know, especially for Adidas' shoes. Not for the Harden for some reason. Like Adidas does a good job of keeping the Hardens kind of in check. But for the past, like, I guess 2 models for the D.O.N issues, as well as Damian Lillard shoe, like the Dame 5, Dame 6, we've seen what they were supposed to look like around 8 months in advance. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Tim Walsh official for these leaks. These are from a catalog apparently. So what happens with the Adidas catalog, usually we get like a blurred image, or I guess like the silhouette of the shoe first, and then it's kind of like a solid color, so we can't really see what the shoe looks like. But then we get like tech specs and like release dates, right? But in this catalog, it's the opposite. We actually get the picture of what the shoe is going to look like, and we don't have any like tech specs or anything, which is interesting. We do have the price though. The D.O.N issue is going to be 110 bucks. So they are increasing the price by $10 from, I guess, the D.O.N issue 1 and also the D.O.N issue 2. So yeah, this is Donovan Mitchell's signature shoe line with Adidas. And I haven't really been a huge fan of it. You know, the D.O.N issue 1 was pretty nice, as well as the 2. It's just not my type of shoe. It's kind of like on the bulkier side of things. It's very supportive though, and cushion's nice. Traction is pretty good and all that. It's just, for me personally, like, I feel like it's a pretty good performer, but you know, it's just not my type of shoe. You know what I'm saying? Or I guess my cup of tea, you know? Because like I said, it's just like always on the bulkier side. There's just a lot of padding, which of course makes it like super cozy and I guess like comfortable on foot. But you know, I would prefer like a lighter and more minimal shoe, you know? But anyways, let's get to the 3. We have 6 colorways available here, and I guess looking from the traction, it looks very similar to the D.O.N issue 2. And I don't know what it is with Adidas and like this dimpled web traction pattern, but you know, they're doing it again in the 3, and it looks pretty similar also to like the Hardened Volume 2 and the Hardened Volume 4 and the Hardened Volume 1, right? There looks to be a solid and translucent rubber on the outsole, and I guess there is a type of pod in the forefoot as well as in the heel. I'm not 100% sure if it's like dual density or anything. I doubt it will be. But that would be actually kind of cool, because in the forefoot and in the heel, the placement of these pods are actually high wear areas. So if it was like a higher density rubber in that area, that would be great for durability. But of course, traction and I guess traction performance is heavily dependent on the rubber compound that they use. And in the past models, it's been nice, you know? Yeah, I guess like it does pick up a little bit of dust though. The cushion, I'm guessing that it's bounce cushion. You know, Adidas has been known to use bounce cushioning in their more cheaper budget shoes, but of course they are using light strike in their cheaper shoes, which we'll get into. And also the Pro Boost Low was using a dual blend of boost and light strike, which was like 110 bucks, I believe. So of course bounce cushioning is nice, but the actual cushion compound is pretty high density, which means it's like heavy, you know? It was nice in the 1 as well as in the 2. On the lateral side, we can see a little bit of caging, and also the cushion and also that lateral plastic piece is acting as a sidewall for lateral containment, which is good. And also we have an Adidas logo on the lateral side as well. We actually have not seen an Adidas logo on the lateral side ever on his line. You know, they've all been on the medial side. Look, if you see on the 2 and also the 1, they're both on the medial side, which is interesting. But I feel like aesthetically, the 3 right now is my favorite. It's a pretty good looking shoe. I feel like they did a good job on the design. The material looks to be a mesh material, pretty similar to, I'm guessing like the 2. It'll probably have a lot of padding and all that, and it'll probably be heavy, upwards around like 14 ounces, I feel like. 13-14 ounces maybe. So yeah, I'm pretty excited about that. I posted this and a lot of you guys seem to be positive about the design, so that's good. Next, we have another Adidas shoe, and this shoe is supposed to also be 110 bucks. The mid is supposed to be 120 bucks, and this shoe is called the Exhibit A. So Exhibit A low and the Exhibit A mid. And it's featuring light strike, which is dope. And like I said, I guess light strike, Adidas is trying to put in their, I guess, like cheaper models as well. So that's cool. They're not like Nike, you know, like Nike, they're like, okay, React, Zoom, we're gonna put that in like our top tier models, which I guess that makes sense for business. but Adidas, they don't really care as much. They pretty much put like their best tech in, I guess, cheaper shoes as well, which I really do like. So Light Strike looks to be thick, it looks to be nice in this shoe. You have a little bit of a plastic piece that cages the lateral side, which is nice, you know. Sometimes, I don't really understand why companies or designers put some caging here in the back of the cushion, right? To be honest, I like to have a little bit of compression here in the back of the heel. I understand if it's here on the lateral side in the heel because you don't want this part to like collapse, you know, obviously for lateral stability. There seems to be a nice curved shape here in the heel, which of course is going to be nice for heel to toe transition. It's a little bit flatter in the forefoot, but I feel like it's going to have a lot of flex as well. So it'll probably be okay. As far as the aesthetics go, I don't like it. It looks really, really bad. But, you know, of course, if it's a good performer, I'm not really going to complain, I guess. And then we can also see the traction pattern. They're using like a diamond pattern. All right, next we got a new colorway of the Kyrie 7. Shout out to Straightboard for these leaks. And this is the Kyrie 7 Grade School. And we've basically seen the Kyrie 7. I also did a video on it. But one thing that I did not notice yet is if you see like in the back of the heel, there is like a different type of foam. You know, it looks like it's encased in this white foam, right? And that white foam is probably Phylon, but what is that blue foam that's inside that? I don't know. I'm very, very hopeful that it's like React or Lunarlon or Cushionline or whatever. I hope it's a soft cushion, and I hope Kyrie made the heel a little bit softer. I mean, if it's like the Kyrie 4, I would be happy, you know, because as we can see, looking at the lateral side on this plastic piece where the teeth are, it says Zoom Turbo. So like in the 5 and the 6, they're using a Zoom Turbo in the forefoot in the Kyrie 7, which, you know, which is a nice cushioning setup. I like it. I just, you know, in the 5 and the 6, the heel cushion was really, really bad. And I feel like the overall aesthetic is growing on me. It definitely looks a lot better than when I first saw it. I still don't like the 2 plastic pieces in the forefoot, but other than that, I like the overall silhouette. And last but not least, shout out to Master Wook, Sneaker Highway 23, and Sneaker Speculation for these leaks of the Hardened Volume 5. So this red colorway is supposed to be a China exclusive, so the US is not going to get it, obviously. But in this picture, we kind of get like a dismantled look at the Hardened Volume 5, which is really cool, right? So the Light Strike looks to be like a carrier, and then the boost seems to be right underneath your foot. And we'll get a closer look at that a little bit later. The boost here looks super thin, maybe like 5-6 millimeters. Which, I don't know, like why would you use boost, right? But boost is super soft, and it says if it's right underneath your foot, then I guess that makes sense, right? For underfoot cushioning. And then Light Strike, you'll have extra bounce and all that. So I was like, okay, that's pretty nice, but you know, is it gonna be like the Pro Boost Low, right? So obviously it's using Light Strike and boost. They called it drop-in boost, but it's not drop-in. It's more just like a boost core. But if you look underneath the insole in the Pro Boost Low, you can see a little bit of a cutout in the heel. It's a super small circle cutout, and everywhere else is a stiff glued down strobo board, right? So if you kind of like dig your finger into the strobo board, it's very, very stiff. It's like rock solid. Obviously where the cutout is, where the boost is, it's super soft, right? So that's kind of nice. I wish they would make the circle bigger, but if you look at the actual Hardened Volume 5, so I don't know how they got these pictures, but it's super awesome. I guess we'll mention the Achilles Pillows first. There are 4 Achilles Pillows. They look super nice, very, very large, and that's gonna of course improve lockdown and also feel really, really good on the ankle. But if you look at where the insole is supposed to be, you guys can see the boost, right? Obviously it says boost, right? In the insole, I guess, kind of. But then you can see a bigger cutout of the boost, right? And you can actually see the boost cushioning. And that blue part, I wonder if it's like kind of a strobo board, and is it like glued down? Is it going to be stiff where the blue parts are, and then it's only soft where the boost is, kind of like in the Pro Boost Low? Or is the blue part also like a softer strobo board, and you can literally feel the boost right underneath your foot? If that's the case, I am super excited. Even though the boosts seem to be super thin, if they're using like that softer strobo board, the underfoot cushioning is gonna be very comfortable, right? And of course, impact protection is going to be nice as well. It's going to be improved. And you also have the light strike carrier, which is going to add a little bit of bounce and a lot of compression as well. And also, it's good to blend light strike with boost because light strike is overall a lighter cushioning like technology as compared to boost. So that had me super excited. You know, looking at that, that's awesome. Of course, I'm not excited about the materials all too much. The materials look super stiff. Like you can see all the like cheap overlays and fused material. And if you look at the actual upper material, like here in the toe box, it just looks cheap. It doesn't, I wish they would go back to like a nice knit, like in the Hardened Volume, I guess like the 4 and the 3, you know? And then also where the eyelets are, they're using like a super cheap like suede material that's basically in the BYW 2.0, you know? The overall aesthetics are definitely growing on me, and I actually really do like it. You know, I feel like it's a lot better than the Hardened Volume 4. If you look at the back of the shoe though, they do cage it a good amount right in the back of the heel, so I don't like that as much. And also we can see the Harden logo there, but I am super excited about the cushioning setup there. And also what my sources told me about the Harden Volume 5 as far as the release date goes, they said it was supposed to release November, like mid-November, but it got pushed back because of Corona and everything. So it might be like in December, something like that. So give it like a month or two, I guess. And the Harden Volume 5 should be coming out. And of course, Hardens are always a solid performer. So yeah, those are some of the shoes that are coming out. Tell us what you guys are excited about down in the comment section below. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.